Welcome to Upset Ankle Picks. This is the result show for UFC 273. It was at ViStar Veterans Memorial Arena in Jacksonville, Florida, over the weekend, Saturday on the 9th. Impressive card. I had a lot of fun watching this. Danny, how'd you feel?
Hey man, it was good, man. I really like, especially that memorable moment, when some fighters do some unexpected things that you don't expect, like Kamza was sitting on top of the cage.
I had a feeling you were going to say that.
And I was going to say that.
I had a feeling.
Waiting like Thanos.
When you started doing unexpected things, that was the most unexpected thing. I've never seen anything like that.
I never seen that. I have never seen that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that a little bit. When we talk about his fight, we are going to talk about his fight last. Just put that out there. It was a great battle. So let's go ahead and get to it. We started off with the Mackenzie Dern and Tasha Torres fight. It was a good fight. I thought it could have gone either way. The takedowns definitely helped Dern. She looked good. She held her own standing. Tasha Torres, I think she's a little bit too much of a one-trick pony. My thoughts. It's a lot of bless you. It's a lot of standing. She doesn't do much of anything else. So I don't know. How'd you feel about that fight?
Well, she did typical Tasha Torres, moving in and out. But I think what was missing from her, I think she should have been more aggressive, with her strike. I just think that she was trying to stay on the outside too much.
And that's what she does. Yeah, she uses that distance.
With this, with Mackenzie, you got to be able to take risks. I know she's good on the ground, but you got to be able to just do more than try to outpoint someone that just trying to take you down. You got to be able to take chances, with hard shots. And I think that was missing from her. She did good on the ground, when she got out of a couple submissions, as you saw. But that killer instinct, it wasn't there. So
no, she wasn't as tornado-esque as she usually is. I think she's been falling off a little bit, but I thought she had a good chance against Dern. She didn't show it. So unfortunately, I was wrong in that one. Danny, good pick.
Yeah.
You did pick Mackenzie Dern, so she did come out with the win. Let's go ahead and move over to the Aljamain Sterling versus Petr Yan. Danny, what are your first thoughts?
I'm a little bit disappointed. The judges did it again, with their decision. I just think also that, we all know that Aljamain Sterling, all he's going to do is going to take you down, wear you down, and try to do submissions.
He even said it. He said it.
Yeah, he said it. The only mistake that I saw the Yan did on that fight, I think he was a little bit too desperate, and he put himself in some situation that he shouldn't put himself. Like, I think his coaches was telling him not to give his back if he taken down. And right away, he gave up his back, and it took a lot of energy out of Yan.
And it was early in the rounds too.
Both
the second and the third. Yeah, both the second and the third. It was probably at least 3.5 minutes on the clock. I think one of them was closer to 4 minutes on the clock. And he got in trouble, and I was a little scared. I thought he was going to get submitted.
Me too.
I saw a rear naked choke coming. Sterling couldn't get it in. I thought this was, and I guess it does come down to those judges. And it was Sal D'Amato.
One thing,
I don't like him. I'm not a big fan of Sal D'Amato.
one thing that I really, gets me really mad is that, you should be able to do more damage when you take someone down.
Yeah, there
Like
wasn't a whole lot of there wasn't
wasn't a
anything
lot
going
of
on. It was just a lot of hands fighting, where they're just grappling each other hands, just try to getting basically leverage or a better position to sink that choke in. But I feel like Sterling should have done more since he was in such a good position for close to fucking 8 minutes.
yeah.
Second and third round combined. And then and then Jan started piecing him up in the fourth and fifth. I thought he looked good in the fourth and fifth. He looked, and those are his rounds, right? He's a late round guy. I was upset with him in the second and third. That first I had going to Peter Yan, but again, it was a very close fight. And I think it's very difficult to sit there in this type of situation and say that if you don't beat the champion, you can't become the champion, because in this case, technically they were both fucking champions. So it shouldn't be a test of that. It should be whoever showed up and performed better. My opinion, Peter Yan. He should have been the champion. He should have walked away. But what can you do? I mean, it could just be me being bitter because I went 1-4 out of my picks. But again, I feel like that could have gone to Jan. I think he got the shaft, to be honest with you. Sterling walked away with the W. I mean, congrats, bro.
Congratulations.
But I still think you need to fight him again. I think we need to see a third. I think we need to see a third.
They're gonna give that fight to Dillashaw.
Yeah, for sure. But even still, I think the winner has to come back to him. I think it has to happen, right? I mean, I still think Jan's in that contendership. But for right now, Sterling takes the W.
That's what it is.
It is. All right, so third, we had Alexander Volkanovski versus the Korean zombie Chan Sung Jung. Yeah, Danny, take it away.
The zombie, all respect to this Korean zombie, he looked like he didn't belong in there.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to agree with you.
He looked. One of the things that I wish I could have saw from Korea zombie, I know he's a slow starter, but he should have moved a little bit more quicker. I think he was just an easy target for Volkanovski.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Yeah, I think he's just overpowered in that position, because you can't do the takedown on him. I don't think he's big enough to do a takedown on Volkanovski. Unfortunately, I don't think he's strong enough to pull him down to the ground. So I think Volkanovski did the right thing by standing and piecing him up. I think that's really the only thing you can do. Because I don't think you want to give that option, that opportunity to the zombie. Because I mean, he's the zombie for a reason. He comes back from the dead. You may think that you got him down. The zombie has that, again, he has that one punch power. I was looking for it. I saw a couple of glimpses, but I was actually having a conversation with my uncle, and he's like, dude, he hasn't been the same since he came back from Korea, from the military. And he's right. I mean, he's gotten a couple of wins, but it's not the same zombie, right? I mean, it's.
So you think Rimross had to do a lot with it?
I think it's a lot of it. I think that ring rust is just. I think it's deadly. I think it definitely can end your career. right? I mean, if you don't come, if you're not used to it anymore, you're definitely not used to a 5 rounder, right? I mean, it's not really something that you see nowadays. So especially when you're a 6, I mean, usually you might see some contenders going for those Friday night fights or Saturday night fights as a main event, but not really Zombie, right? I mean, it's not really something he does anymore. So it's a shame. Um, but I think he did a hell of a job for showing up, right? That was the biggest thing. Show up. You showed up, you got in that ring.
And I think that's gonna be it. I don't think he's gonna get another title shot.
No, I don't.
That's I think that might be the last time we see
It's a
Korean
very
Zombie get a yeah.
it's a good possibility for that. It's a good possibility that we don't
Yeah.
see him come back. I don't know if he has any fights left on his contract, but I don't know if he gets renewed or not. I mean, they just didn't renew Alex Pereira, Cowboy. He just got let go. He didn't get renewed. So I mean, I would them doing some bigger names.
I think 5 fighters has been released from the UFC. I haven't taken a look at it, but
Yeah,
I think I saw
dude,
that.
Alex Pereira, that was a shocker to me. I wasn't ready for that
Alice,
one.
which Alice
The
Pereira?
Cowboy,
Cowboy?
yeah,
Wow.
he just got let go. Well, he didn't. It's not that he didn't get let go. He just didn't get renewed. He fought his last fight on the contract. He was scheduled to fight in December. Nope, not anymore. That's a shame. I had fun watching him.
You
He's a good
know,
fighter. I hope Chan Sung Jung doesn't go down that same route.
you know, through all these years that I've been watching UFC, I think this is the like 2 years from now, like we seeing a lot of fighters being released from the UFC.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. You either it's crazy. Like
Yeah.
all these contenders, people that you see at the top and now they
It's a job, man. It's a job. They get let go all the time, just like we do. I mean, it's kind of crazy because they're in the limelight so much. But again, hope it's not the last time we see the Zombie. I enjoy his fights when he has a chance.
Yeah.
But again, I think he was just outclassed in this fight.
Yeah.
But again, good attempt, right? So let's go ahead and talk about the final one, right?
Yeah. Gotta give it to you. Gotta give it to you.
Gilbert Burns, the only one that I got right that night.
Yeah.
Gilbert Burns versus Kamza Chimaev. Let's talk about this, shall we? So Danny, in the beginning, you said people doing unexpected things, right? So Kamza comes down, gets in the ring. Gilby's music starts playing, and Burnsy he starts walking down, and the camera pans over to Kamzat, and he's sitting on top of the fucking cage, dangling his legs, just waiting for Gilby to come in.
I'm gonna send you a picture that I put together. I have panels on the one side, and I have Kamza. That second part when Thanos is like sitting down waiting for Captain America, Thor, and Iron Man, and he's just talking like this, like just waiting for them. And he got his sword on one side.
Yeah,
like,
that's right. That's right. So I said it right. Kamzat was going to come out. We were going to see him stand. Haven't seen him stand, right? And I think he put on a hell of a show for going up against Gilbert Burns. And don't get me wrong, this was one for the books, right? This was probably, this is definitely a contender for fight of the year right now.
Yeah.
It's still early. We still have Chucky versus Gaethje next pay-per-view. So I mean, there's still options for this fight of the year. But yeah, man, Gilbert Burns versus Kamza, that was a fucking banger. Kamza was just pushing in. He just kept on coming at him.
One thing I saw, because he was supposed to follow the game plan, right?
Yeah, he didn't.
He didn't. And I saw one comment that made me laugh. Like, thanks, guy, he didn't follow the game plan. Or else we would have this.
I mean, that's for real though, right? I mean, that's because he even said it afterwards. They did an interview with him, and he said that in the post fight, I wanted to take his head off. So he just stood with him the entire fucking time. I wanted to see him take him down, see if he could. I don't know. They both rocked each other. Kamzat's got a chin, bro. So does Gilbert. But we knew Gilbert had a chin.
Yeah.
We didn't know Kamzat had such a fucking chin. Bro, I'm impressed. Now, I also heard a lot of people are not as impressed because he didn't come in there and like do what he said he was going to do and just demolish him. But again, I think this showed a whole different dynamic to it, a whole different angle, whole different dynamic to his game, right? I mean, he's a legit striker.
To that point, man, for those people that are saying that I'm not giving credit and saying that are mad at Kamsa, you guys don't know anything about
That's ridiculous, right? I mean,
it's ridiculous. He fought the number 2 guy, the guy who almost knocked out Usman.
Yeah, he came into this fight only taking two hits, and I was wrong. I originally said 0 hits in the UFC. He had 2 hits on him going into this fight. He's got a lot fucking more now. He's got some battle scars right now, and bro, I'm fucking impressed. Like, his coach can be as pissed off as he wants to be.
Oh yeah, he was.
He's mad.
You saw when he threw the back of the ice. And,
dude, he's mad because again, he didn't stick to the game plan. Because like, if this is what happens when he doesn't stick to the game plan, I want to see what happens when he does. And I think it's more along the lines of the Zhang Lang fight. But I don't know if you can be that dominant against one of these guys, right? I think you might see a little bit more of the game plan against Kobe Covington, because to me, I don't think Kobe Covington. Don't get me wrong. He's a great wrestler. I don't know if he's as good as Burns in wrestling. So I think Kamzat would have a better chance at taking him down. My opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Could be wrong. But I think that Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu also fucking makes Burns a little bit more deadly. So
I think that if Kamsa fight with Colby,
get that. Get that if out of there. It's happening.
No. Let me. Yeah, it's they're gonna stand. There's no way that Colby's gonna test. I don't know if he's gonna take him down. In my opinion, I think he's gonna try to take it to the 5 round with Kamsa.
Kobe will. Yeah, Kobe will. Kobe won't be able to knock him out. No.
He's not gonna knock him out.
Kobe doesn't have knockout power. And if Burns can't knock out Kamzat, Kobe Covington cannot knock out Kamzat.
Yeah.
I don't think
I want to see how would that play out, that fight, because I'm very interested.
God, I'd like to see that game plan. I'd like to see that game plan against Kobe Covington. I fucking hate Kobe Covington. So Kamza Chimaev coming,
you heard Kobe,
and beating the shit out of Kobe Covington. I would love that shit. Fucking love it. End him. Fucking end him. Bro, and then take Jorge Masvidal in your corner and breathe new life into that fucking guy. Bro, fucking do it. I mean, next up is Kobe Covington, right? So I mean, I'd say that we probably end up seeing that by the end of the year.
Yeah.
Um,
I really
Kamza will
like
do
the
it.
way I like it. I like the way they're setting Kamsa. You know, I don't want them to rush him in right away with
I mean,
Usman.
but they kind of did at the same time,
Yeah, they
right?
kind of
Because you
did.
you were and you were saying that about the whole Darren Till thing, right? Darren Till did the same thing. They rushed him in, and it turned out horrible for him. So it was
Yeah.
again, it was ironic that Darren Till is in his corner now. So I think we all saw glimpses of that happening.
Yeah, because I remember them until fought. He won a decision against. It was a very close fight against Wonderboy, and I think it was in Liverpool. But I wasn't really impressed with that fight. But we all saw what happened when he fought Woodley, you know. So, but I think that Kamsa is going to learn from this mistake because the same thing happened to Adesanya, right? So the war that he had with Gastelum, that just made him a better fighter.
yeah,
So I think he's just going to come out. He's going to be smart, and with that coach that he has, I don't think that coach is going to let him play any games.
no. And I think we'll see. We'll see what the punishment is, I guess.
He's training. You saw that video clip? He's already in training.
Is he? Yeah, I didn't watch the video.
Yeah,
clip. No,
it's on
I saw you
YouTube. Go
send me
watch
something.
it.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, he started training with the scars and everything. Like, look, that's
I
why
believe
this
it.
guy's gonna be.
I believe it. Dude was training with COVID. Couldn't get over COVID. I mean, because he kept on training. So I mean, I get
Yeah.
it. I believe it. But I mean, it's also his job. So if you ask me, I think these fighters should be training 24/7. Especially if you want to be able to take a fight at the last fucking minute. Right. So I think good for him. But yeah, I mean, I was fucking impressed. I love it. I fucking love it. I think I'm excited to see Kobe Covington versus Kamza now.
Sign me up.
So for real, bro. So let's go ahead and talk about UFC 274, the next pay-per-view, right? So the main card, this is a Saturday, May 7th at the Footprint Center in Phoenix. Bro. I love this. I love this card. So we've got Donald Cerrone, Cowboy, versus Joe Lausen. Mauricio Shogun Hua versus Ovin St. Preux. Tracy Cortez versus Melissa Gatto. Michael Chandler versus Tony Ferguson, which should be a fun fight, I think. That'll be interesting, I think. Rose Namajunas versus Carla Esparza. This is a intriguing fight itself. I'm loving it. I love Rose. Rose is such a thug. But to round it all off, we've got my dog, Chucky Olives, aka Charles Oliveira, versus Justin Gaethje.
I can't wait.
Oh my goodness. I feel like this year just keeps on getting better and better.
Yeah, you know what's the crazy thing? That just when you think like, oh man, we're gonna run out of fighters, all the good fights already passed, they always come out with something that always keep you excited.
I mean, literally, we're about to watch my number 2 favorite fighter in Chucky Olives, and we've gone from Derek Lewis, who's my 3rd favorite fighter, and then we just had Kamza, who's my number 1. Still on that fucking hype train. Can't wait to go into Kobe Covington territory and honk that fucking horn. But Charles Oliveira, Chucky Olives is a special specimen. Dude's blind. He's borderline blind, and he's on a, what is it, 9-win streak? Is it 10? What is it now?
Wait a minute, man. Ovinson Cruz already fought Rua.
They're
And
fighting
he knocked
again.
him up. Yeah, he not. Let me
It's
say
just a rematch.
rematch.
Yeah. It's just a rematch. But Chucky Olives is on a, what's his win streak? 10. He's on a 10-fight win streak. Oh, man. He's defended twice. He's defended it twice.
Mm-hmm.
So this is it, man. Him and his lucky rock. We will talk to you guys in a couple of weeks. Go ahead and like, share, subscribe. Stay safe until we talk to you. Have fun. Sorry about the bets. They didn't pan out for you.
Sorry, guys. It wasn't a great night, but
well, if you listen to Danny, you would have at least broke even.
Yeah.
But not with me. Sorry. But other than that, stay safe. Have a happy Easter, and we'll talk to you guys next time. Take care.